Hello everyone, I am Mary Christ D. Humpay from Bachelor of Science in Accounting Information System. And for this video, we will discuss about the overview of the National Internal Revenue Taxes of the Philippines. So are you guys ready? Okay, let's start. So the National Internal Revenue Taxes or the national taxes are basically the primary source of our government's revenues or income. So, kapag wala po tayong taxes, na yun is wala pong pundoy na mapagkukuhanan ng ating gobyerno para mapatakbo ang ating bansa. Gets? Our taxes are based on several theories, doctrines, and principles. So, meaning, yung taxes po natin ay hindi lang siya basta-basta na nanggagaling kung saan. But, nakabase po siya sa theories, doctrines, and principles. Also, these taxes are grounded with inherent and constitutional limitations. So that was also explained in the principles of taxation. So when we say principles of taxation naman, these are the fundamental or basic truth on which our tax laws must be based upon. So there is a careful analysis kung bakit nagkakaroon ng taxes. At meron din po tayong governing principles which our tax laws are guided with. So, the first principle of taxation is the fiscal adequacy. It is said that the fund generated from the tax laws must be sufficient to meet the government expenditures. Kasi yung primary reason kung bakit nag-i-impose yung government is para makapag-raise ng funds at revenue. So, kung may tax law, dapat ay enough or equal siya sa mga pangangailangan ng ating gobyerno. Right? And the second principle of taxation, it must be equal or based on the theoretical justice. Taxes must be made on taxpayers' ability to pay. So, when the Senate or the Congress, if gagawa po sila ng a tax law, kailangan muna nilang i-consider yung capacity or ability ng taxpayer na magbabayad po ng tax. I mean, kailangan muna nilang alamin kung sino yung magbabayad ng tax. Okay? And the third principle of taxation is that it must be based on the administrative feasibility. Tax laws must be capable of being effectively enforced. And we also have here the theories of taxation. When we say theories naman, these are sets of acceptable beliefs that explain and guide our lawmakers in making tax laws. So, number one theory natin is we have the necessity theory or yung theory of taxation. This is the very theory of taxation. This is the reason why there is tax. It is said that under this theory, the power to tax is na attribute of sovereignty emanating from necessity. It means that there is tax or there are tax laws because there is a need from people. So, marami tayong needs, diba? Tayong mga citizens. The need for protection, the need for a shelter, health infrastructures, education, and so on. So, because of that needs, there should be a source of funds where the government can accommodate the demand of these people, and so there is a tax. The other theory is that the lifeblood theory, or the importance of taxation. It is said that without taxes, the government would be paralyzed for lack of the motive power to activate and operate it. And the other theory naman is that the benefits protection theory or the reciprocal duties theory. And this is the basis of taxation naman. Under this theory, it is said that there is a symbiotic relationship between the state and the citizens. Yung state as the provider of the shelter, education, health infrastructures, protection. In return thereof, the citizens must compensate the government for these benefits received by the citizens. So, dito po parang nagkakaroon tayo ng reciprocal kung bakit nangyayari o mayroon tayong tinatawag na taxation. So now, tapos na natin i-discuss yung theories of taxation. So now, let's go to the overview of our national internal revenue taxes. So, ito po yung ating national internal revenue taxes. So ngayon, ika-categorize natin siya into three. These are the income taxes, the transfer taxes, and the business taxes. Yan po ang ating main three taxes imposed and collected by the national government. So under the income taxes, we have four. The gratitude tax, which is the tabular with the 8% optional rate. So yung mga tax po na applicable lang sa individual taxpayer. We also have the corporate taxes. We also have the final taxes on certain passive incomes. And we also have the capital gains taxes. So basically, these are the four taxes that fall under income taxes. So yung common po dito sa income taxes based dito sa apat na na-fall under income taxes is meron siyang right to earn the income. Any taxpayer's income ay dito po siya napapasok sa income tax. Whether you are an employee, or a businessman, or a professional, or a corporation, even a celebrity or an influencer and vlogger and so on. So, yung income po nila is dito po yung income na earn po nila is dito po nasa subject sa income tax. Gets? And so, in the other side, we have this what we call the transfer tax. There are two types of transfer taxes. It depends if the transfer is gratuitous or onerous. So when we say gratuitous transfer, ito po ay transfer ng property without compensation. So ibig sabihin, binigay lang po siya ng libre at walang kapalit. For example, nagbigay ka ng gift. Yan po ay gratuitous transfer. Gets? So, on the other side naman is the onerous transfer. So, ito naman ay kabaliktaran ng gratuitous. So, dito sa onerous is mayroon pong compensation na nangyayari. Hindi kagaya ng gratuitous. Kagaya ng transfer na nangyayari sa seller, between seller and the buyer. Kung saan yung seller ay nagbibigay lang siya ng something sa buyer kapag magbabayad po yung buyer. So, gets niyo po? That is what we call onerous transfer. So, under sa gratuitous transfer naman ay meron tayong dalawang types of taxes. Meron tayong tinatawag na mortis causa at inter vivos. So, kapag sinabing mortis, it means death. Then, causa naman means after, meaning the transfer happened after death. When we say inter vivos naman po is inter means within and vivos means life. So, the transfer happened during the lifetime of the transfer. Okay, now let's go naman sa onerous transfer. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko, involved po dito si transferee or si buyer. Kasi meron pong compensation na nangyayari. So, nakapaloob po dito yung ating value-added tax, percentage taxes, at excise tax. So, siguro naman po familiar na tayo sa VAT na tinatawag or yung value-added tax. So, ito po yung mga tax na ini-impose sa mga goods and services na binibili natin or binibenta natin sa market. Kagaya na lang kapag namimili tayo ng mga products or groceries sa supermarket, minsan 'di ba mayroon tayong mga additional na binabayaran na napupunta sa tax which is the VAT, right? So, when we say naman excise tax, these are taxes na subject sa mga sample at mamahaling produkto or mga luxurious product, kagaya na lang ng cigarettes. So, diba, alam naman natin na dito sa Pilipinas, sobrang laki ng in-increase sa price po ng mga sigarilyo mula noong 2018. So, tama ba 2018 nung nag-increase yung price ng ating mga cigarettes? Or kapag din bumili tayo ng mga kotse or mga mamahaling sasakyan, di ba napapansin natin na yung price ng mga mamahaling produkto kagaya nito ay sobrang nag-increase mula nagkaroon po ng tax reform noong 2018. So, yan po ang mga taxes natin na nai-impose sa ating national government. So again, we have the income taxes, the transfer taxes, and we have the business taxes. So that would be all. I hope na sana na-acquire niyo po yung informations about the overview in the National Internal Revenue Taxes in the Philippines. Again, I am Mary Grace Humpay from Bachelor of Science in Information System. So thank you and goodbye.